Take a look at why. This right here is the Reserve Collection from Rastelli. Oh, look at the juiciness. Look at the tender cut. Look at the Reserve center cut sirloin steaks. They're the #1 food brand at QVC. It's their 5-year anniversary at QVC. And when it comes to, I just want to stack this to show you. Stay with that, stay with that. Take a look. Juicy is the name of the game today. This is all about dining out being done at home. And I like to refer to it as dining outside of your microwave. This is how you get that premium protein. This is sirloin. The cut is exquisite. This is from America's Butcher. It's the first time that we're offering the Reserve center cut sirloin steaks as our today's special value. They're hand trimmed, they're aged for 45 days, and these are limited. So please know, I know we're switching back and forth. There's a lot of stuff to watch on TV today, but our best value of the day is a limited one. So take a look. Here are your options. You can get 10 of the 6-ounce Black Angus sirloin steaks, or you can get 20, which is represented on both of these boards, 26-ounce Reserve center cut sirloin steaks, multiple times over Customer Choice Food Award winner, available to ship to you immediately, or ship to you the week of February 15th. More than 4 million Rastelli sirloin steaks have been sold here at QVC. You can put them on auto delivery today. Auto delivery ships approximately every 90 days for 2 years, free shipping with each shipment. But we know that there are some folks who are very familiar with Rastelli who are out there today, and we would love to have you join us. We had some fun phone calls throughout the day so far. Call us at 800-395-1601. If you are familiar with Rastelli, we would love to talk to you. If you know how juicy, you know how tender, you know that flavor each and every time, you can customize the flavor how you like, call us. We want to talk to you. But the price. So for that 10 count, it's 4 easy payments of $22.25. For the 20 count, it's 4 easy payments of $37.25. Let me explain. If you stock up, you save $29 because we didn't double the price of the 20. We actually brought it down $29. So it's a good time to shop. And since we talk about the anniversary, since we talk about 5 years here at QVC is our beloved butcher, let's take a look at a moment or two from that first airing. We were so excited. Rick is giving him the jazz in those pictures. I just know it. And when it comes to this name, Rastelli is a name that we knew in New England. Rastelli is a name that is known in the only 7-star restaurant in the world because they are the purveyors of that 7-star restaurant's protein. And when it comes to that magical moment 5 years ago, little did we know in that short amount of time that Rastelli's would be the #1 food brand at QVC. And we are so proud of how far they've come here in our family in such a short amount of time. But we're also proud to have you here in person from Rastelli's itself. Good morning, Ray. Thanks for joining us again.
Oh, Mary, it's great to see you again, and we're right here at the butcher shop today, so this is where I am most at home. And you're right, Rick was giving me the jazz there. But, you know, I was very, very nervous that first day, but 5 years later, and over 4 million sirloin steaks later, you know, we've become part of the family at QVC, and we're just really excited about that. And you know, I always, that's what makes us our mouth water. Look at how juicy that steak is, but I want you to notice how lean it is. It has no fat at all on it, Mary, and there's a reason for that. So I'm going to show you just why that is. This is a top butt. This is the hip of beef. This is where that sirloin steak is coming from. But because it's the Reserve collection, it's less than 4% of cattle meet these requirements. What are these requirements? Tenderness, texture, marble, and that's what you get with this. But let me show you what we do with this, because this is kind of an ugly piece of meat as it sits here. We take this piece of meat, we age it for 45 days, but then we peel this cap right off the top because we certainly don't want any of that cap. We then take all this intermuscular fat and sinew and gristle out. And what do we get? Well, we get this. We get 3 beautiful center cut sirloins. This is what we cut your steak out of. Now I want you to notice there's no fat, there's no gristle, there's no nerves on this. This has been totally trimmed for you. And remember, it's aged for 45 days. It's black Angus beef, small family farmers that I have worked with for over 45 years. And here's what we do with that, Mary. We take that center cut steak, sirloin, we cut the end off it because we're going to give you the centers. And let me show you what this steak looks like. When I cut this beautiful center cut steak, what I want you to notice is no fat. No fat anywhere on this steak, not on the top, not on the bottom, not on the sides. And there's a reason for that, because we want you to have a center cut sirloin steak, the same kind of experience you get at these great steakhouses. So when you get this at home, you're gonna have that same experience. As you said, dining in is really what dining out used to be. But the other thing about this, Mayor, I call this the everything steak, and there's a perfect example how you've taken it and used it on a salad.
Yum. I mean, that looks so good. I served a big salad last night, and my husband and I each had one of these steaks. I had some left over, so I put it in one of my little 1-cup lock and locks, and I'm going to enjoy it with something else later on. Like, how about in front? Let's go around the table quickly. Take a look.
Yes.
How about some tacos? This is probably 2 steaks used for those 3 huge stuffed tacos. Come on up here to Surf and Turf. How about a 6-ounce black Angus 45-day aged steak at home, cooked any way you like it with some beautiful Faroe Island salmon. How about up further, kebab time? Let's fire up the grill and enjoy some of that beautiful roasted veg with that wild rice and the kebabs. How about here, steak and eggs for breakfast, Ray? Do you like hollandaise? I'm gonna add a little hollandaise.
Oh, I love that, yes.
Oh, that looks so good. And then I'm gonna top it with a little bit of the seasoning that you're getting along with it. I mean, this is what it's all about. Every day being a positive one is a choice. And when you can, make the choice to savor each moment, to make each meal just a little bit more special. You notice over time, every day you start feeling a little bit more happy, a little bit more positive, a little bit more pep in your step. And if this just so happens to be something that you can pick up and add that little pep in your step, well, then we're proud to offer it to you. But another reason that we're proud to offer it to you is this is the #1 food brand at QVC. This is their 5th anniversary at QVC. We've been in the food game for many, many years, and multiple times over in different categories. They have won Customer Choice Food Awards as voted by you. You choose 10 of the 6-ounce black Angus fillets, or 20, which is all, as I would say to my mother, all of this. Both of these boards, when you come back and see my hand, magic hands, mouth-watering, all of this. You get all 20 when you pick up the 20 count. And you get to choose if you want single shipment, if you want auto delivery, but you get to choose if you want it now or the week of February 15th. I'd pick it up now to be ready for Valentine's Day. February 15th, you're ready for the spring holidays and beyond. Auto delivery's the way to go, every 90 days for 2 years. But remember, this is reserve. That means limited availability. This is center cut, premium cut sirloin. Each one is 6 ounces, marbled and lean. But when it comes to the versatility, Ray, I think this is my favorite offering from you yet.
I agree. It really is the most versatile. Now, being reserve, it's 45-day aged, but take a look at how beautiful this steak is. This steak is so incredibly lean, right? And with 31 grams of protein. But this is what I love about it. You mentioned steak and eggs. If I just take this steak and I just put it on the side and I just cut it in half just this way, I've really got steak and eggs for 2, because this is such a large steak. Or how about if we want to do kebabs? You know, you had kebabs up there, Mary. Just take that steak. Look at this. You can be the butcher at home. Take that steak, cut it into cubes, and you know what I've got? I have got kebabs. I've got a beautiful chili here, which just always warms my heart. And of course, if I want to do some stew, I can do some stew with it. Or let's suppose we want to do a Philly steak, and I'm going to teach you a little trick here. Now, as the butcher, I would just take my hand over top, and I would just cut a thin slice off the bottom, just like this, because remember, Philly steak is nice and thin, right? It's a nice thin steak like this, but you may be a little afraid at home to do that, so here's a trick. Take your steak, take a simple saucer, like a saucer from your coffee cup, put it on top, so now your hand is not away from it. It's actually your hand away from the knife, and just slice right through your steak that way. Nice and safe, and look what happens. This turns into 3 beautiful steaks, just like that. And what can I do with that? Well, I can make a braciole out of this, Mary.
Hello.
I can stuff it. I can roll it. I can do so many things with it. This is why I call it the everything steak. This is the reason why when you go for that 20 count, you don't have to worry about dinner for the next few months, because you've got so many different things you can do with that steak for dinner.
Well, I wanted to show everybody, if you're listening to us describe all these different dishes, you're thinking, I don't know how to do that. You get this insert. Ray is going to walk you through exactly how to do that, including the braciole. Wait a minute, I want to show you. I never get to say braciole in the presentations. I'm taking advantage of it today. That's what's in this pan. Through the magic of television, we've got them finished here on our set, and I'm placing them over pasta. Are you kidding me? Stop it right now. That's just half. Ray, is that one steak?
That's actually a half a steak, Mary, because remember, I sliced it in half, and you just roll it out. And not only do I give you that card, Mary, but if you go to QVC.com, I'm going to show you how to do it. I had a video done so that you can see just how every one of these things is done, so it makes it nice and easy for you.
You know what? I want to bring everybody over to the table, and I want to discuss having this kind of moment. You know, when we talk about moments of joy, creating your happy, how about a simple table of delicious food? How about creating that moment, making it a memory, making it special? This is exactly what we're trying to bring to your front door today, and it couldn't be simpler to order. So you choose 10 or 20, you choose the ship week of now, the ship week of February 15th. You get 4 easy payments of either $22.25 for the 10 count or $37.25 for the 20 count. You can also choose auto delivery, which is a great way to go. You can cancel auto delivery at any time. You can skip a shipment if you need to. But please know that when you are shopping for the 20 count, you're actually stocking up and saving $29 by picking up more at one time. So we don't double the price of the 10 count. We actually brought it down $29. And when you get auto delivery, it's free shipping on each and every shipment that's going to come to you. Now, I asked for you all to give us a call. Denise is calling us from New Jersey. And Denise, my name is Mary DeAngelis. Welcome into In the Kitchen with Mary. Please meet Ray Rastelli.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, doing so well. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. And so have you tried Rastelli's before? It sounds like a silly question.
Yes, I got the special value at Christmas time.
Oh, wonderful.
And my family and I enjoyed it immensely. The meat is delicious. It was absolutely delicious.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. What did you notice? What made it good?
When the way you could just take your fork and cut the steak, and the taste.
Yeah.
And my son cooked them, and he cooked them perfectly, but they just came out great. I don't know how else to describe it, and they were delicious.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Now, did you ever think that you'd be ordering the best steak ever off of television?
No, no.
I never thought so either.
I'm very leery about ordering some things like food off of TV.
Understand.
But I will not be afraid to order their meat. I have friends that order their meat too.
Oh, I'm so glad. Denise, that's so kind.
So
We are
much,
so
Denise.
good. Ray, what does it feel like to hear that after 5 years at QVC?
You know, it warms my heart because Mary and Denise, for the past 45 years, people have been coming into the butcher shop, and I've gotten to experience that wonderful friendship that I've gotten to build with so many folks who come into the butcher shop, because they trust me to make sure I put the right food on the table for their family. And obviously, Denise is very happy with us, and we're going to continue to do that for you, Denise. But that's really why we do it. We have a real simple saying here: if we wouldn't give it to our mom, well, we wouldn't give it to our guests. And we have another one here. It says, "All for the love of great food," because food is what brings us all together.
So true.
That it does.
So true. Denise, thank you for calling in today. We sure do appreciate you shopping here.
Thank you,
and for your
Denise.
time. Thank you so much.
One more thing before I go.
Yeah.
I live about an hour from his shop.
Oh, do you?
And and I order off a QVC instead of driving to a store.
Hey, we understand. We absolutely understand. And we're thrilled that you do. We're just thrilled that you're enjoying Rastelli on your table. Thank you so much again.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye for now.
Thank you, Denise.
Ray, I made